In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 NBA games happening on December 3rd, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Detroit Pistons versus Milwaukee Bucks. The Detroit Pistons and Milwaukee Bucks meet on Wednesday at Fiserv Forum in a matchup shaped by injuries, uneven form, and a widening contrast in confidence between the two teams. Detroit monitors Duncan Robinson as he deals with an ankle sprain. Milwaukee waits on updates for Gary Harris and Kevin Porter Jr. Both clubs adjust around these uncertainties, but their recent arcs differ in striking ways. Detroit's growth shows in each outing. After 2 narrow defeats by 3 points against Boston and Orlando, the group steadied itself. It followed those setbacks with tight wins over Miami and Atlanta, victories that showed control in late moments. Over 21 games, the Pistons hold a record of 17-4, a mark that places them among the most unexpected stories in the league. They now seek a second win in this regular season series. 10 days ago, they scored 129 points in this same building and won by 13. That earlier meeting lacked one major figure. Milwaukee played without Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the absence created a visible gap. Even with 20 made threes, the Bucks could not keep pace and lost rhythm on both ends. Antetokounmpo is back, but the team around him has not found a steady foothold. A close setback against Washington raised questions about the direction of the roster. The noise grew louder when Antetokounmpo removed his social media posts from recent seasons. The move stirred speculation and did little to lift the mood around the franchise. Detroit arrives with momentum. The roster is healthy enough to maintain continuity, and the recent win over Atlanta added to that sense of control. Milwaukee faces a different situation. It sits in a slump and just fell to Washington after holding a 16-point lead. Over its last 10 games, Milwaukee has 2 wins and 8 losses. Against the spread, it has 3 covers and 7 misses in that same window. Detroit continues to hit at a steady rate in that category and stands at 13-8. The earlier 13-point win against Milwaukee remains part of the picture, and the current line reflects that contrast in form. In examining the matchup, Detroit shows structure on both ends of the court. Its road record of 8-2 adds weight to its profile. Milwaukee has not shown similar consistency. Antetokounmpo's return helps, but it does not resolve the broader issues that have shaped recent results. As our first pick for this matchup, the Detroit Pistons to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Detroit averages 119.8 points per game on 48.8% shooting and allows 114 points on 44.6% shooting. The team hits 35.9% from deep, converts 74.6% from the line, and pulls in 46.4 rebounds. Milwaukee scores 115.5 points on 49.2% shooting and gives up 117.7 points on 47.5% shooting. It shoots 41% from 3, 70.7% from the line, and collects 39.9 rebounds. The numbers shape a total that invites a close read of pace and efficiency. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Brooklyn Nets versus Chicago Bulls. The Brooklyn Nets visit the Chicago Bulls on Wednesday at the United Center for an NBA matchup that features 2 groups dealing with thin rotations. The Nets remain without Terrence Mann, Cam Thomas, and Haywood Highsmith, which limits their scoring options and strains their depth. The Bulls will not have Kobe White, and Zach Collins and Jalen Smith are both listed as questionable, which leaves their front court and perimeter rotation in a state of adjustment. Brooklyn arrives after a strong win over the Hornets, yet that result sits apart from a long run of cold shooting nights. Their offense has lacked rhythm for most of the season, and their recent form reflects that inconsistency. Chicago has faced injury problems as well, yet they still have most of their core contributors available. They pushed a surging Magic squad to the edge in their last outing at home. Their record does not reflect the level of effort or competitiveness they have shown across several recent games. This matchup sets up as a test of which roster handles its current current limitations with more stability, and that frame guides the side analysis until its conclusion. As our first pick for this matchup, the Chicago Bulls to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Nets average 108.4 points on 43.9% shooting while giving up 119.3 points on 50.3% shooting. They convert 33.6% from deep and 77.8% at the line. Opponents hit 39% from beyond the arc, and Brooklyn collects 39 rebounds per game. The absence of Cam Thomas reduces their scoring ceiling and puts more pressure on half-court creation. Their pace ranks 29th in the league, which pulls total possessions down. The Bulls average 120 points on 47.3% shooting, while allowing 123.1 points on 46.9% shooting. They hit 37.3% from 3 and 78.9% from the stripe. Opponents shoot 35.7% from deep, and Chicago gathers 46.2 rebounds per game. The recent meetings between these teams have often tilted towards slower scoring, and Brooklyn has gone under in 7 straight games, as well as in the last 2 matchups with Chicago and in 13 of the last 17 in this series. These elements shape the total analysis until its conclusion. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Sacramento Kings versus Houston Rockets. The Sacramento Kings head to the Toyota Center on Wednesday for a meeting with the Houston Rockets. Houston has the scoring tools to overwhelm Sacramento, and the group has been a profitable 12-6 ATS this season. The number on this game still looks inflated. Sacramento has struggled, yet the roster has enough experience to compete when conditions tilt its way. Recent form as a double-digit underdog supports that idea, with 5 covers in the last 7 tries in that role and 2 outright wins in the most recent instances. The history between these teams also favors the visitors, who have taken 7 of the last 10 meetings. The data points to a wider gap in perception than in performance, and that shapes the view of this matchup. As our first pick for this matchup, the Sacramento Kings to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Sacramento scores an average of 111.6 points on 46.7% shooting while yielding 123.1 points on 49.9% shooting. The group hits 35.8% from deep and 77.3% at the line. It allows 35.3% accuracy from long range and collects 39.7 rebounds a night. Houston averages 121.6 points on 48.2% shooting and gives up 109.9 points on 45.3% shooting. It converts 40.6% from 3 and 78.3% from the stripe. It limits opponents to 35% from deep and controls the glass with 49.4 rebounds per game. Houston plays at one of the slowest tempos in the league, sitting 27th in pace. The club often draws out possessions, and that rhythm aligns with its tendency to control games through defense. After completing a back-to-back set on Sunday and Monday, the home side is likely to favor measured possessions and half-court structure. The Rockets do not need a high-scoring output to stay in command against a Sacramento unit that has trouble generating steady offense. A stretch of games against Utah and Sacramento also softens the schedule, which supports a conservative approach. If the margin grows, the hosts can reduce their pace late, which shapes the scoring profile of the full contest. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Miami Heat versus Dallas Mavericks. The Miami Heat and the Dallas Mavericks meet Wednesday at the American Airlines Center for another matchup after a close finish in their recent meeting. The Heat saw a 13-point cushion vanish in that 106-102 home win. Dallas played without Anthony Davis that night. The score sat at 102-102 with 1 minute and 5 seconds left. Tyler Herro broke the tie with a strong basket. Bam Adebayo secured the outcome at the line. This rematch sets up as another close contest. Dallas can now rely on Davis, although the front court lacks depth if P.J. Washington and Daniel Gafford stay out. Both teams defend with intent. Miami has shown steadier offense, while Dallas has struggled to shoot with any rhythm this season. Miami limits clean looks, pounds the interior, and leans on Herro, Adebayo, and Powell to handle late possessions. Dallas has strung together 2 wins as a sizable underdog, but those results have not erased a long stretch of poor form dating back to the end of last season. Miami keeps delivering and holds a record of 13-8 against the spread. The Heat already handled this matchup a couple of weeks ago and now look healthier with Herro back. I have followed Miami often this season and that trust has held up. I will not shift away from them for this meeting with Dallas. As our first pick for this matchup, the Miami Heat to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Heat average 123.6 points on 48% shooting and allow 118.2 points on 43.8% shooting. They hit 37.3% from deep and convert 79.3% at the line. They give up 32% from outside and collect 46 rebounds each game. Dallas averages 110.2 points on 44.4% shooting and allows 115.9 points on 45.8% shooting. The Mavericks shoot 32.2% from the arc and 75.7% at the stripe. They allow 32.7% from deep and secure 44.8 rebounds per game. Miami plays at the fastest pace in the league with 105.5 possessions per 48 minutes. Dallas sits close behind at 102.0 possessions per 48 minutes, tied for fourth. The numbers point to a high tempo. Both teams guard the three-point line with discipline and show strong transition coverage. Their previous meeting supports that pattern and showed how the game can take shape. Dallas went 12 for 40 from long range and Miami went 5 for 27. Miami dominated the interior 64-52. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.